Oh, you came back. Hi. How are you? You doing all right? Y'all remember those? You remember doing those messages on your voicemail and you're like, oh, hey, yeah. And people would really think they were talking to you, but it was you're answering your your voicemail message. I don't know. Yeah. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, sorry, I can't explain any better. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. Keep watching this video so you can see part 2 of things that I learned from my exes. It's coming up now. Some people. Number 5 is that you fear in a relationship and choosing to do things out of fear is not going to help the relationship. Example, some women may think that having a child in that relationship may help it. But if the relationship's already dysfunctional, then having a baby and putting a baby into that kind of environment is not going to be the best. You want to have a child out of love if if you can. I get it, things do happen. So but for me in my life, what that looks like is just being this really over sexual person, thinking that I had to be so open to certain things in order to keep that person more interested. And I know when I get married, there's some things that there's some things that I don't need to do in order to keep my husband. And I'm going to leave that at that. So, number 6 is that, oh Lord, this may make some people angry, but this is just my experience, and that is just my experience. So, fighting for relationships, like, ooh, 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 oh Lord, I don't want to get the movies wrong, but I've seen several. And I know you've seen several. We've all seen several movies where people in a relationship, it doesn't really work out, and then people separate, and then boom, the guy does something phenomenal, fantastic, runs after a train for them, stands in the rain and sings a song for them, or does these over dramatic things to prove their love and be back with me. And oh Lord, yeah, I held on that for that fantasy of that for all of my breakups, just because I'm like, it happens in the movies. Why couldn't that be real life? And the reality is, it's not my life. It has not been my life. I've not had a guy that has come back into my life and made this grand dramatic gesture of confessing their dying love or fighting for the relationship, even though I said I don't want to be with you, but he still tries to pursue. And maybe your story, maybe that might be for you, but for me, it wasn't the case. So that's something that I learned, and I'm just putting it out there that I learned that guys don't do that. Like, they don't. They will make a profession of, oh, I miss you. Oh, it's more that lip service. Like, they're just talking. So that's just my experience. And number 7 is that I cannot be in a relationship with someone if we do not see eye to eye on purity. I've seen it happen a couple of times now where the person will, again, going back to making me feel bad for having a certain standard, or twisting a situation a little bit to have that compromise. And really, in this area, if you're going to be pure, you cannot compromise. If you're going to have some standards, and that's what I had to learn. Like, the standard is for me. So say for instance, I'm dating someone and I say, well, I can't kiss. Like, kissing to me, it does some things and bells and whistles go off, and I just can't do that. And if that person's like, well, I don't have a problem with that, and is it really that big of a deal? And oh, never mind, we can't. You know what? This is good my last step, but now I gotta go. I just gotta do something else because I can't do this with you. If you cannot understand, number one, or try to understand and then compromise like for a period of time, like dating for me now is with the purpose of getting married. So if you're not going to be able to not do something for a period of time, like a year or 2 years, then it just can't work. And that's what I mean by the purity standard is for you. Granted, yes, some people may not be able, they may not think of it as a big deal, or it might not be a trigger for them, but you also have to hold on your part in the relationship of the purity. Like if you're feeling this huge weight on your shoulders, like dang, if we kiss one more time, I think I might really do something, and that person just can't understand that, like this is hard, it's a struggle, you're weak in this area, then that person isn't for you. In my experience, I'm just saying. I know there are some people out there, maybe, I don't know, never mind, I can't speak for other people, I can only speak for me. So that's just my opinion, that's just how it's been for me. Like, hey, I set this line and you want to spin it a certain way, and then we end up doing something, and it's just like, bro, I told you, I tried to tell you, you didn't want to listen. We don't want to have those kind of problems. So I just learned that if they can't see eye to eye, if they can't respect that, then it's okay. I'll be all right. I mean, this bed is nice and it's pretty and it's comfortable. I like having my space to myself. Like, I'm fine. I'll be all right. And I'm not at all saying being single is easy. That's definitely another video that you have to stay tuned to watch. But it's more satisfying being single and knowing that I'm pleasing God, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, I think about my life, like, because it's a new decade and everything, like just looking over the last 10 years and just seeing the relationships that I was in, and this time that I have right now, like, it can't be replaced with that. This is so much more satisfying and guilt free, and I don't have to go, if I do go to church, like, I don't have to go and be thinking like, oh, these people are thinking they can see my sin or whatever. Like, I just feel free, and that's truly what is priceless. Feeling free is priceless, when you really think about it. So I just wanted to make this video, like I said, because this is a new decade, we're closing that chapter, and I just want to leave those exes in the past, but obviously hold on to the things that I learned from them and take that into my relationship with my husband, because Lord willing, that would be the next step. So yeah, let me know below if there's anything that you've learned from your exes, especially if you're in a relationship and that you found that was really helpful. And just if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave those down below in the in the comment section. And I will catch you all in the next one. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about next time. Help a sister out. Me, this girl right here. And stay tuned. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.